No, I mean, how does it? How do you know it's recording on it?
There's a little red flashing dot
there. It's just because it's over that.
Yeah. Hey guys, Adam here. Welcome back. Today joined by.
Start again.
Hey guys, Adam here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am joined by the Lawsons.
Hello. Hello.
Pete and Laura, whichever way around. You can work out who two. Hi guys.
Hi.
Thank you for coming on the show.
No
It's a show now.
Thanks for coming over.
Seriously. So we are in Casa del Lawson.
We are.
In the kitchen, and Pete has very kindly framed it up and done all the production behind. He's turned my simple setup on a gorilla pod into a full tripod, decorative cookies.
Very hard to make a house not look messy.
There's lighting over here because he wasn't happy with the lighting. Such a diva.
Such a diva. He's basically Beyonce.
Who's more of a diva, you or Pete?
Pete, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% Pete.
I'm hoping that... There's not a speaker in there. There's no audio under the cookies.
Oh.
Hello, Hugo.
Just pretend that's not happening.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good.
How are
really
you?
Good.
Very nice.
Thank you.
I can't believe I've not been around before.
I know.
No, I'm sure you've been invited. Just got better
So,
things to
for
do.
anyone that doesn't know, the Lawsons are videographers, Lawson Films, but you're also photographers as well.
Yes.
We are.
Lawson Photos?
Lawson Photography.
Lawson Photography,
Close
yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
And just if I can pick your brains about all things wedding industry and videography, I guess more videography, but it'd be interesting to talk about the photo side as well, as
Yeah.
we've said already off camera. Is that going to happen a lot?
Yes.
So we shall start with how you got started in photography, I guess, because
Okay.
you've been doing that way longer.
Yeah, since the dawn of
Yeah.
time. So we started in 2005.
Yeah.
So what is that? I can't do maths.
14 years ago.
Really?
Yeah,
I
so
didn't know it was that long.
we were pretty young, weren't we?
I was like 22.
Yeah, I was 21. And
We're kids like you, but
yeah,
not now.
you know what it's
Oh, nice.
like.
So you started off young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
young,
isn't it
and
young?
especially for that
It's cool being
time.
so young and doing
yeah,
it. It is,
no one
yeah.
was young. It was all like old dudes back in the day, wasn't
I
it? They're
felt
like
when we were
traditional-
going to meet people, because you seemed like you had to have like consultations in person back then.
Yes.
We felt like we were playing dress up.
We were,
by, like,
yeah,
putting
we
some
did.
smart clothes.
Adulting.
Yeah, we were like, what do you think a photographer would wear? Like, we need to dress like photographers. Like, we need
Picturing
to
like a
pretend
tweed
we know what
jacket
we're
and a
doing.
Vicky bow. And
It wasn't
like,
a suede jacket, but
Like,
it was.
almost?
It
yeah,
was.
we went far.
It was.
We went-
I think I stole it from my brother. It was. It was like a little jacket. Didn't quite fit properly, and I was just like, "I'm a grown up."
like wearing your dad's suit. So embarrassing.
it's way too big for your baggy.
Like, yeah.
It's too small.
I still do that. Do you know what?
Funny.
I had my first couple that were younger than me. Like my first bride
Really?
that were younger
Was that really
than me
weird?
last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I remember thinking about it at some point during the day. I was like, God, I'm older than these guys. And then I thought, as time goes on, it's just going to happen more and more and
Yeah.
more. I'm just going to be
It's
until I'm
really
older
weird.
than everyone getting married.
Yeah.
It's like I've gone the wrong end of the scale now.
Exactly. Like, I still think of people getting married now, and I'm like, we're the same age, and then they're like 30. I'm like, we're not the same age.
I see
Like,
these
I am
guys
really
are like
old
23
now.
and
Yeah.
getting married.
Yeah.
They're
it's
getting
just-
married young. But some
Yeah.
people do
So
get
I'm
married
still
really
younger
young.
than most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it will happen. It happens to us all.
So long time then.
A long time, so forever really. So we left uni, we kind of bummed around for a bit. I taught A-level dance for a year. You were like assistant managing at Starbucks.
I worked at Starbucks for years
We
back
had-
then. I loved working.
Yeah.
So that's why the coffee's so good.
We love coffee. But yeah, we were just mooching along, weren't we? And then we started doing like everyone, friends, weddings.
Were you always
and-
into photography then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a hobby, but it wasn't like our life revolved around it really.
And it wasn't a job either. Like, I didn't think that being a wedding photographer was a job. And
It's not.
It wasn't. And even if I did think it was a job, it definitely was not a cool job that like you wanted to do. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, it was never something we tried
there
to
still
do.
is a stigma of like,
Much less
weddings are
now,
the-
though. I think.
Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough.
It's definitely funkier now, but like back then it just wasn't cool. And then, but we liked taking pictures, and then we did a few weddings, and then
Yeah, your sister was our first wedding.
Yeah.
Friends of friends. And all
Yeah,
that,
she
Yeah.
forced us to do it. We were like, really?
You've got a camera, can you do our wedding? Yeah.
Exactly, and we really enjoyed that. It was really fun. And then we found like American photographers who were like always like sort of, 10 years ahead of us here, or
Still
like
are.
5
I
years
still
ahead at least.
Look at what America's doing all the
Yeah,
time.
like they're always one step ahead, and it was that. And then we found these really cool people, and we were like, oh my god, like wedding photography could be so cool. Like let's make it cool.
Top tip: look to America.
Yeah. Don't look at
I think
anything
what-
we're doing.
Was it like in the first or second year, like we went to a workshop with Joe Busink, who's like not really a thing anymore. I doubt anyone's heard of him, but
no.
he was like doing like proper
was,
reportage
like,
kind of
the man.
stuff, and we went and we fell in love with him mostly because he's just that's the nicest voice.
Yeah.
But like his stuff, he was all just like
Natural.
And he said like the insult that he normally gets thrown when people found out that he took thousands of pictures on a day was like, well, I could be as good as you if I took that many pictures, and he was just like,
yes.
do it.
Right, go for
Yeah.
it.
It's just like, if that's the only thing, like, why aren't you doing it?
Yeah, he was just so refreshing.
Yeah, it was so nice and modest and just
I suppose
like
back then
freeing.
the whole just shooting loads digital, shooting
He
many as
shot
you want
film.
was. Oh really? He did
Yeah.
thousands. Wow.
Yeah.
But he was doing like Hollywood clients. So
Yeah.
he could afford to.
But it was just like, oh my god, this is what we want to do. This is cool. So I think that's why it went well, I guess, in the beginning, because we were doing something different to what everyone else was doing.
And back then, I think we weren't. I mean, now we love loads of like British photographers, but back then we didn't know anyone, and
Yeah,
the
that's true.
work that we kind of found was a bit like, like technical. There was no like emotion and fun and stuff like that, and all these American photographers like in the OC, were just like taking all these really fun,
All the stuff
lovely-
like documentary and all the unobtrusive. Was that not a thing then back in the day?
it was a thing.
It wasn't as
Before
big
my
a thing.
time.
Yeah, I
It
mean, this
wasn't a
makes
thing, but
us
it
sound
was-
so old.
But it was still like like if you're going to shoot that way, it had to be like black and white, and it had to be like super
Yeah.
grainy and like.
But then
It just felt every picture had to tell the whole story. You couldn't just like have like someone just like pissing themselves with laughter.
it was
like,
really
that wasn't an
serious.
acceptable
I think
moment.
that was the thing, that it was really serious, whereas all these American people were doing like really fun stuff. And really, it's the style you see now that everyone shoots, just that like 35 in the face, people laughing.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh my god, I love this. It's got loads of like energy and it like
Character.
spoke to us, didn't it?
Yeah.
So that's what we started doing, and then we just got sort of known for taking pictures of people laughing, and that became our thing, didn't it? Really?
Yeah.
So you kind of adopted it early on in the UK, and that's
Just because
why
that's
you
what we
got-
love. It's like you want to
Yeah.
shoot what you actually like.
When I started, it was just before you started doing video, I think.
Yeah.
And I just knew you as like shit hot photographers.
Oh. Thanks.
Just from from like Howard and other people that I met early on. It was like, Lawsons are really good.
Oh.
And then you started doing films. Let's talk about that. 'Cause
I don't know what happened. It was loads of things came together that made us.
I sounded
think.
aggressive with that. Sorry.
Tell me
It's
why.
because when I started and I went in the wedding awards and I don't want to sound bitter about the wedding awards,
You got an award that
but
night.
I got
You
newcomer.
got an award.
And you guys came in as a newcomer, and I was like,
I know.
shit.
Yeah, we were up for that.
And I was like,
too.
well, that's my chances blown, because it was my first thing. I was up for newcomer. I was dead excited, and then I was refreshing the nominations list like every day, and then one day you guys popped up, and I was like, well, there goes my chance.
Aw.
Thanks, Lawson.
But you still won newcomer.
I did.
Yeah.
Did.
Anyway,
Glory.
so yeah, you got into video. How did that
We
come
did,
about?
because we used to, like, when we first got our 5D Mark IIs, which could do video, we started making really crap films, didn't we?
Just for fun.
Yeah, just because we could do. And
Because
then
it was part of the camera, yeah. As a feature.
yeah, so we'd like make stupid films when we went out and like film the cat and stuff.
Yeah.
I
I think we thought it was such a different kind of discipline.
I think people still do think that. A lot of people think that. Like, would you want to take up photography, or do you
No.
think that's a separate thing? Like, people think
for
of
me.
it separately,
Yeah.
even though it's
I
so
wouldn't know how,
similar.
because I wouldn't know how to take a photo.
Just take
I click
But
the
just
button.
like when you
Clicky,
started
clicky.
making
You say that
films.
because you know what you're doing. But I went to Budapest the other week, and I took one of my Sonys just fussed it. I didn't want to do a video. I just wanted
Yeah.
to take pictures. I thought, yeah, I'll have a crack at it. So I just put a wide lens on. I That's rubbish. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like,
Wide lenses are the hardest.
Yeah,
we were
Stick
walking
a
up
50 or something, everything looks pretty.
50, right? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
go
where I
50.
went wrong then.
Yeah.
And we were walking up to whatever castle monument, and I just had my head in the camera trying to figure out how to get manual focus off. I was like, shit, I don't know what I'm doing. Jamie was like, what are you messing with? I was like, well, I don't actually know how to put it in photo mode. Trying to
See,
figure it out.
That's really funny because, like, when we started making films, because we've been doing photos for so long, and not that we're like overly confident about it, but just like you feel like you know what you're doing. And then when we started making films, that feeling of like, what am I doing? Like, because there's a lot to think about when you're making a film, and like just like the logistics and like the choreography of where to put stuff, and there is the technical things to think about.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool, wasn't it? That's one of the things we loved about it when we started making
Yeah,
films. Like the
it's a
fact
new
that we
challenge.
didn't know what we were
Yeah,
doing. Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's quite fun to not know and just give it a go and figure it out as you go.
Yeah.
That was quite nice.
Did you not find it, having been photographers already, with the transition?
I'm guessing it's a lot easier than if you just started making films, because there's a lot of things you already know. You already know how a wedding
compositionally and
works.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And you know about weddings, and
Yeah,
you know
of
how
course.
to talk to people, and you know what they're feeling,
Yeah.
and you know how the day will run, and all of
And
those
I think like
things.
the biggest part that you learn, like being at so many weddings, is how to like get on with everyone. Because we used to work with a lot of videographers who didn't speak.
A lot of there's a lot we still work with that are literally
I
silent.
don't know about you guys,
Yeah.
but when you get inquiries and it's like, oh, my friend had a video and like it was a bit, in the old school, and
Yeah.
it put us off
So
a
like
little
they
bit.
seem to think like, to be unobtrusive, you have to not talk, so you're not interfering.
Yeah.
Not, changing the sanctity of the day.
Yeah, almost
But you're
too-
right in their face.
Yeah.
And it's like someone
so
that's not
weird.
spoken to anyone
Yeah.
is just like inches away from me.
Yeah. But I think that's another thing as well. That, like, I remember back in the day, first being at weddings and feeling really like self-conscious, like like when you're up at the front in the church, or like people do look at you a lot. And it's more so when you're the photographer, because I don't know what it is, but you've just
look
much
to
more
the
stealth when
photographer.
you exactly.
Yeah.
But when you're the photographer, a lot of people look at you, and it's a weird feeling. So I think that's good that at least we were kind of used to being there and being at a wedding
Yeah.
and not feeling weird about
Yeah.
like shooting people and being
Yeah,
near
because I
them.
think we immediately felt like, twice as obvious with like a monopod and tripods.
Yeah, because
and,
you've got more stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, you just feel really it's weird having a monopod, isn't it?
Yeah. But like why we got like changed our mind as to like, that being totally different, we don't want to do that, was like when we had our son, and we just found ourselves like when we were looking at like pictures on our iPhones, and like, we did little videos of them as well, and we were like, we love the videos so much better,
Yeah.
so much more.
Yeah.
Just 'cause, you can hear his little giggle, you can see like his little mannerisms, and it's like, it's just, this seems so much better. So we've chosen the wrong thing.
Like, let's learn about videos.
Yeah.
So that's what we did, and we had like 3 or 4 months off, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we had time to like
Have a
watch
go-
a
have a
million
crack at it.
films and like
Yeah.
figure it out, and it was really cool.
Did
to
you watch the
films.
Americans when you were looking at video?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I really like Americans. I don't know what it is.
They just go all out. Like you could,
It's like next level, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of the time, and you just think, yeah,
It's a lot
like
more
you're really
accepted over there
going
as well,
for
isn't
it.
it?
yeah.
I think I saw there was a podcast that you guys did with some American guy and talking about the difference between them.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
Price, I don't like talking about price too much, but everyone loves talking about money.
It's crazy how different
They're
it is over
they're
there.
on a lot more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just totally normal.
I think life's kind
That
of
is
more
weird,
expensive
isn't it?
over there. I think
And
that's
it's
what
like
I was
unless
saying.
you're charging like
Yeah.
$5,000 plus,
Yeah.
then you're nobody. And it's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I'd
It's
love
like
to get
really
£5,000.
extreme.
But what's that? About £3,500 pounds.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, you
It's
guys
weird,
probably
isn't
charge
it?
double that.
I wish.
I've seen some of the family videos that you've done with Albert and stuff. Like there was one at Christmas. If I don't know if they're on anywhere online,
I think
but
they're
the
all
most.
on like our Instagram, yeah.
It helps that you've got the most
Yeah.
adorable kid ever
He is so
and the most
cute.
idyllic,
Yeah.
idyllic looking family videos at Christmas, and so good.
I have to like force myself to remember to film stuff for us now, though. You know, like it used to be just like.
It's nice that you do that, and I suppose because you've got a kid that makes you want to
It
do it
does,
more. Because
yeah.
I can never be bothered.
No, because what do you? When are
it's
you
like,
going to
oh,
look back
it's
on
work.
it?
Yeah. Well,
you
that's
do.
we do
But
it less now.
It is good to do though, because you do look back, even if you look back at ones a few years
I didn't
ago.
do it when I went skiing, which I normally do, and there's the first year this year that I didn't bother making a little
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
holiday
with the
video.
GoPro, aren't you?
Yeah, I just couldn't be arsed.
Yeah.
And now that I've come home, I'm like, oh, I
wish I could watch it back.
I wish I'd done that.
Yeah.
But,
Could rewatch, your injury and.
Oh.
yeah.
Sometimes
Maybe
it's
that's
nice
why
to
I
just
couldn't
be
hold
there.
the camera. My arm was
Yeah, it could
knackered.
have saved
Do
you.
video
Do
instead.
you
Yeah.
enjoy doing videos?
Yes.
Love it.
More
We
than
love it,
photography?
and we loved it straight away. Like it was an instant,
Yeah.
this is ace, because no one spoke to us. So it felt like that pressure, like having like 10 years or whatever, where you're like in a weird way,
You've got
like
to direct
leading a
and do
day.
the- yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because
And-
you're almost like the coordinator. Because people look
Exactly.
to the photographer like,
And
where do we go now?
It gets not stressful, but you feel that like burden of pressure every single week, and that it was just so nice to just
Yeah.
be like, I'm just gonna film some trees blowing in the breeze.
Yeah,
and just
'cause we
see what
should
I
mention,
can.
Staple
like,
shot.
but-
My favourite sheep. Love filming sheep.
Yeah.
Love a sheep, yeah.
Tom loves sheep as well, doesn't he? Tom Harrington.
Yeah, he probably
Every
does.
time I film sheep,
I love
I am
it,
thinking
though.
of him.
But it makes me really happy, because if I took a
All right.
picture of a tree, like, it's boring, but it just like was a whole new
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
thing
but then,
where
do you know, I've had guests, because I'll like, oh, look at and it, golden hour, and
Yeah.
you shoot through the leaves, and the guests are like,
What
there'll
are
be
you
one
doing?
guy with a pint just going, hey mate,
what you
pointing it the wrong way, what are you doing? And I'm just
But no one cares
in the
about the
distance,
videographer.
like, oh, look at this.
I feel
Yeah.
like no one cares.
Yeah.
You just be like, I'm just filming some sheep.
It's so
Yeah.
nice.
And they'll be like, oh, filming. Oh, nobody cares.
Well, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I get, he's only the assistant, doesn't matter
Yeah.
what he's doing. Where's the main photographer?
I love that. Because for the first, when we first started filming, we were doing them all like for free, like the first 6 or 7 weddings we did.
And shooting with our mates as well, like
Yeah,
just with
because we
photographer
were
mates.
just like,
Just to get
we
into
have
it.
no idea what we're doing,
Yeah,
like,
to
and
give
we
it a
want
go.
to do this for free. Make sure we actually like it, and make sure we, like, when everything goes wrong, like, we can, like, cope with it and not lose our minds
Yeah.
before we
There's no
charge
pressure
anyone
if
money.
you're
No
free,
pressure,
is there? Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think,
nice.
like, I still associate, like, filming with, like, oh, I can do anything.
Which is-
Like, there's no
I
pressure
know.
at all.
Which is so stupid, because like on the day that is not how you feel. Like often we are
No,
like,
it's
oh my
not.
god, I need to get everything I've ever shot before and something new.
Yeah.
Like we're definitely like a bit,
Yeah.
ADD.
But it
aren't
does
we?
feel a bit less pressure than
It is.
photographing a wedding,
Yeah.
because like when photographing a wedding these days, I'm just like, I need to get
Did I get
everything.
this? Did I get
Cannot
this?
miss any moments.
Yeah.
Because like you have so many weddings where like like the prep is really difficult, and you're like just watching out for like just a
Well,
slight
you've got to get the
flicker
moment,
of,
haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas with film, it's more forgiving.
Just
Because
be
Exactly, like,
filming
you
in
can-
general. and that
Sometimes
moment will
like
be
the
there.
same shots, like in when you're filming, which like have no emotion but seem really peaceful. Like it's not a moment in a picture.
Yeah.
Whereas in a film, it kind of like can build up like
it's like
the
the
tension.
trees. You can't take a
Yeah.
photo of leaves, but
Yeah.
you can film them.
I've tried.
But like a groom, like I've used this example before when we've done talks and stuff, like a shot of a groom waiting, he could look a bit nervous, but mostly he'd just look, serious, like he's waiting, he's just got a deadpan face. But then when it's the film clip of the same thing, and you can see the little things on his face that
Yeah,
make
the
him
little
look like
twitches.
emotional,
Yeah.
and it's like it all gets picked up when you're
Whereas
filming.
you
It's
need,
like
like,
special.
You can film that, and then you can go down and film his like waistcoat
Yeah.
and get close in. You're like 4 different angles, and then
Yeah.
boom, you've got
Yeah.
a story then.
Exactly.
Whereas like with pictures, you have to wait for kind of like almost like a caricature of like that emotion.
Yeah, you need it to be
It needs to-
dramatic.
it can't be that subtle.
Yeah.
Stamp on his foot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It needs to like be like
Really
wide-eyed in
crying.
terror,
Yeah.
or like like.
Like the amount of shots I've
Head in his
got,
hand.
like photos of people, like grooms, where I've been like, he's crying, but you literally can't see it on that picture. That is so annoying.
Yeah.
Like zoom in, you can see the tear, you can't see the tear. Like it's so annoying.
Draw it here.
I want it to be dramatic, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's much better in film. And then the other thing was that I am obsessed with editing. I absolutely love taking
On
like
the video
something,
front,
yeah, taking something and then making it into something else and like deciding what that story is going to be, and like straight away I was like, this is amazing. The fact that I can like, you know,
You do your
change
film
this.
to edit, don't you? Well, I do.
Yeah.
Because you know, as you're filming it, that's going in the
No,
film.
well, sometimes like
I mean, I don't edit, so I'm just like, I'll film everything.
I think no, we more film everything like with an open mind, and but by the end of the day, I'll have decided what bit was the high point that's definitely going to be in, and I'm going to build it around
that.
Yeah.
Especially the short one.
Yeah.
So you do all the editing?
Yeah.
And you don't do any editing?
I do like the multicams, and then like
Sometimes.
once
Yeah.
Laura's like finished an edit, I have to go through and like tweak the sound.
I
That's
make
like
him
my
watch
job
it,
for some
basically.
reason.
Yeah.
Colour grading?
You did that. I used
Your
to-
guys' colours are pretty good. I assume you colour grade.
Yeah. Well, I used to do all that, and then you were like, I'm doing it better. So.
So basically, you just got pushed out of the editing suite. I'm doing it all.
Ah, well, it
So
started
I feel like she
out-
just lets me do the audio.
Go
So I
babysit
feel
or
like
something.
I've had a bit
I'm
of
just
like
like,
a hand
he
in
needs
it.
to have a bit of a job, yeah. But basically, when we started doing films, we were like, right, well, let's, because we had a year where we had half photo, half film. So it was like, right, well, let's just split it up. I like making films. I'll do that. You do the photos. Done. And then now we do more films than photos. So Pete's like
done
just
well.
living the dream. So we maybe need to
Oh no,
reassess.
really busy
Yeah.
over here.
We need to reassess.
But then
that.
you tried to get me to B-roll a wedding, didn't you, a couple of weeks ago, and it took me a week.
And he
Laura's like, okay, not
was-
you again.
Well, just to cut the clips?
Yes, it was ridiculous, and he was
But remember,
moaning
there's
the
two of
whole
us, so
No, it takes me
There was-
ages. I hate
There was
doing
like
it.
1,200
It's the
clips,
worst bit, to be
so
fair.
yeah,
I
1,200 clips.
between the two of
we
us.
shoot so much.
Wow, I get like 300.
And this is the other thing, I think, because we are, because we...
That's on a good day.
But I think because we're taking like all the stress and like worry from photography that we had.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
still
So
shoot
it's like
that way.
still like
Yeah.
I'm still like anticipating that anything could turn into a moment.
Yeah.
So I just have to like this could happen, like film it.
And I
didn't
think we have
happen.
that inbuilt thing like we do, again, because of the panic of being a photographer, where we make sure we've got both mums throughout the day, we've got all those like important people, just so that if they ever come back and say, can I have a bit more of, there's not, enough of his mum in, that you've got all that. Because I think you just have that in your head, don't you?
Yeah.
You go through that. I have a mental checklist of like, have I got groom's parents?
Yeah.
Groom's parents are always a weird one because you don't actually know who they are sometimes.
Or like
No.
siblings sometimes. Who
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like,
Sometimes
you
I
don't
just
know who
look
they
doing
are.
the group shots just to make sure who I thought was the
Yeah,
parents.
yeah, that's when
Yeah,
to do it.
sometimes you just
Yeah.
don't know.
Or when they're sat at the top table. you're
Yeah.
like, oh, there they are.
I
Yeah.
find that the only people that like I feel I ever miss are like siblings of like the bride. Not normally the bride because she's normally a bridesmaid or he's normally a groomsman.
Yeah, but someone
like
that's not
of the
wedding
groom,
party.
they can be like slightly further away from
Yeah.
like the wedding.
Yeah.
And then they're just attending to like a kid all day, or they're just on a random table somewhere. No one's ever told you that this person is important.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, how are
like
you
you find
supposed
out
to
at one
know?
point
No.
you're like, damn it! So it's all dancing is just them.
But I think we both have this thing where we get obsessed with like one person at a wedding, just because they laugh a lot or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, and
So
it
we'll have
happens to
like
be a plus one or
a
something.
million shots
Yeah.
of one person. So it's like a mental note to just
Really
go
nice
and
shot of
get
the
shots
person who I used to work with.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it.
Literally a plus one. Yeah.
We're like, they should be your friend. Like, look at them. They're the best time ever. They loved your wedding.
Maybe you should hang out with this person more.
Oh.
I was going to say. So on the editing, that's your roles. What about on the day? How do you just both? When you're doing video? Do you both do the video?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
and we
stills,
just
you both
split
do
off.
stills?
Like
So I'll be
occasionally
the-
we do weddings.
I'm guessing
we
like
do
bride groom prep.
pictures.
That
Yeah,
works,
I
'cause
do
there's two of
bride
you.
prep, you do groom prep, and
Makes
then in
sense.
the ceremony, normally I'm somewhere at the front, you're normally at the back, you normally follow the bride in.
I suppose it's just like a normal.
Totally,
second
yeah.
Shooter, so
And
Yeah.
just
first shooter, second shooter relationship.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I would guess. I don't know.
Who's the second shooter there? Or do you take turns?
Well, Stefan, our friend, said that whoever put like mics everyone up is the primary shooter. So
Yeah.
I mic everyone up.
Oh, so you're in
None of my
charge.
footage
Yeah.
makes it through to the film, but still, according to him, I would be the.
What does Stefan know?
You-
I've got to throw there's at least a dozen videos on my YouTube channel where I just throw Stefan some shade just for no reason. I don't know if
Hi, Stefan.
I don't know if he watches at all.
I don't think he watches.
I
We'll
doubt
tell him
it.
to.
Love you.
He's too busy with his 11 kids.
With more on the way.
How many kids does
I like-
he have?
I like
Does
to
he
give
have
him
like
stick.
5 kids? Is this
I
number
think
5?
I think fifth on
Or
the
is
way,
it number
maybe.
4?
I think this is 5.
That's
I don't know
so
how
funny.
It's terrible, isn't it? I think I've
I
stayed at
know.
his house.
There's
I didn't
so-
count them though. They were just everywhere.
This is Stefan from YSD Media.
Oh, funny.
And I don't know how he maintains his level of work that he does.
I
'cause
don't
he's
know.
got
It's
a million.
incredible.
Like a machine.
Yeah.
You should talk to him for like editing tips because I'm sure he said to me that he edits 7 weddings at once
In a day.
No, not in a day, but like he does that in a
Yeah,
week. But
I know,
he
yeah.
does them like
All
he'll just do
together.
the same bit of like
I-
each wedding.
I have to edit
That's
one
a
at a
good
time.
idea.
Yeah.
Same.
Like a normal person.
That's so weird. So he does like bridal prep for 7 weddings
think
on
so.
the same day. That's
I could
so
be
weird.
wrong.
We
That is so
digress.
weird. Moving on.
We're not interviewing Stefan. So what sort of packages are you offering now on the video front? Is it
We
the
keep it dead simple. We like
Yeah.
to just have as very few packages as possible. That is basically what we want to do. So
Yeah.
we have a package together, and then we've got a package that's just Pete, which very few people.
it's a
bought.
corny question, isn't it? It's like what package
Yeah.
have you got? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's
It's just one or
they
two.
could just have
It's just one. It's one
and
or
it's,
2.
it's like the same either way. They get like highlight film,
Longer
15
film,
minute.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
film.
we put everything in there that we would want them to have.
I
Basically,
feel it's like
it
the
just
British
works,
way,
doesn't
isn't
it? It's like the ceremony
Dead
speeches,
simple.
20-minute film, short
Yeah.
film, just works.
Because
It's a
of
good
course people want their whole speeches, so why does that need to be an... Like, I get why you would
Charge
make it
extra
an
for
extra,
it,
but that,
yeah.
and I think everybody that's looking to book someone is going to look at that and be like, oh, well, like, I don't want to make anyone do maths. I think, like, it should just be there.
Totally. Yeah, but I mean, if you wanted to charge extra for your speeches, why not just put your package at higher and
Yeah,
include it all so it
exactly.
looks like you're
Yeah.
doing everything
Exactly.
all
So
in
that's
one.
what
like
we've
you say,
done.
so that they've got less to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is how we always did our photo pricing, like just including everything we think people want and then just putting our price up when we can so that, it's like, you're earning a good amount, but
get it
you're
all,
giving everybody what they actually want
Just-
without it being
I
shady
feel like
feeling.
to the customer it comes across as like just a bit more
value.
honest. Like not it's more value. It's just
Like, it's
like
a lot
have
of
you
money.
ever bought a new car and you're specking it up and you're like, I want
Yeah.
that car. That car looks nice, and then you get a sheet like 3 pages long of all these extras, and you're
Yeah.
like, well, I want windows. Of course, I want fucking windows. Like And like it adds like $5,000 by the time you finish,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
felt like you were spending a
And
lot to
weddings-
start with.
Like wedding venues and I mean, loads of wedding suppliers are guilty of that, where it's like, this is the price you think you're getting
Yeah.
it for, and then you've got to add on. My mum got married and her venue added on so much
It's
afterwards.
mad,
just
isn't
because
it?
it's a wedding,
Yeah.
people tend to do that.
But you don't want that to be the takeaway that people tell their friends either. Like,
No.
oh yeah, like we booked them, it ended up being more than we thought it was, but they were nice. Like, you don't want that to be the review.
Yeah.
I'd rather be dearer, but everything be included.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a nice segue into.
Is it?
how,
Did it record it?
Who knows where we lost? No, I checked it 30 seconds ago. It was recording there.
Okay, cool.
So it's only just gone off. How do you get these sort of bookings, and marketing wise, how do the inquiries come in? Where do you get the bookings from?
I think most of our video ones come from all our photographer friends, because most of our friends are photographers.
Yeah, because we've been doing it so long, we no longer talk to anyone else.
Yeah, and
like,
it's-
outside the wedding industry, other than as necessary to like get a coffee and stuff.
But that's the thing, because we work different lives
Yeah, it's
to
completely
other friends
antisocial.
outside of the industry.
Yeah.
Or the people that you see are just in the industry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are like, oh, I've not
Yeah.
seen you for like 2 years.
And your office is like
Although saying that,
Facebook
I've not seen you
groups.
guys for ages.
No,
but,
true.
I saw you not that long ago.
yeah, we had fun.
But it's like our office is just like Facebook groups, though, isn't it? Like you want
Yeah.
to chat about anything, like other than if Laura's there. Obviously, I talk to you first about everything.
It's normally for me when I'm sick of doing work or I'm trying to procrastinate. It's like,
Yeah.
I'll just check into Facebook
Yeah.
and see how Pete's doing.
You do
or
need
like-
that though, and
yeah.
I think if you
I'll
had
put
a
a little thing
normal, if you had a normal 9 to 5, that'd be you just like going, getting a coffee and just skiving
yeah.
for 5 minutes. It's
Yeah.
the same thing. Like everyone needs a break.
But what we're saying is it's not skiving. It's really good.
Networking.
Oh yeah, networking.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's important stuff.
It's like, I hate that word so much.
What are you doing? I'm like sat on my phone at night.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm networking.
Yeah, it's all
Working,
work.
babe.
Just chatting.
But yeah, I think most of our weddings do come from
Yeah, because
like
you'll
that.
know a lot of photographers having been in that world. So.
Like, I think a lot of people do ask their photographer, do you know anyone that does films?
Yeah,
And
because
it's
we
like,
got
they're
asked all
brilliant
the
for that.
time. This was
Yeah.
before your time, obviously. Otherwise,
I'm still at school then.
We've recommended that.
Sorry.
we have. Yeah, we've worked with you a few times.
Well, we've got one this year.
Yeah, we do.
later
Coming
this year.
up. I don't know when it is, in summer, isn't
And
it?
we worked together last year.
Yeah,
Which is nice.
September.
it's really fun. But this is another good thing. I love doing photos and videos.
So when you're booked for
separately.
photo, you recommend videographers?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if they
Yeah.
ask, not just like randomly. Because then it just seems like you're part of some weird mafia, doesn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
well, now you've booked us, you have to book.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you're getting this.
It's nice though, like hanging out with your mates, isn't it? Really, like, and
Yeah.
it's more. I don't
That's
know. It
the
helps
big
you
part
be
of
creative.
why we recommended, people. It's like
Oh, they're
because
nice.
not
Yeah.
often do you get to like see the finished thing, but like you go off like they seemed lovely.
Yeah,
And like I
of course.
think you kind of associate someone's skill with like how they are
Well,
on
I
the
suppose
days.
you get to know,
Yeah.
like, because I'm the kind of the whole minimal, discreet, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That most videographers are now anyway.
Yeah.
But if I work with a photographer who's a similar
That's it. It's
style,
like you get
then
to know.
I'm like, I associate that with, they must be a good.
Yeah.
Like, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Or
But
their
it's the
style works for
same-
me, so I'll recommend those guys.
Yeah, this is it. It'll be the same for you, where there's certain people that you think fit your style. Because I think when you're doing video, a lot of the time you kind of end up not following the photographer, but there are certain parts where they are like leading it.
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
you go off and do couple stuff.
I'm quite happy to let the photographer just
Yeah.
lead, and I'll just.
But
Get in between
sometimes,
a bit,
sometimes they're doing
See,
something.
I get a bit like twitchy
Yeah, I think
if the
we're
photographer's
weird in
doing
this.
something. I'm like, this is.
Yeah, not that it's shit, but that it's not going to work. Like you can't
Yeah.
have posy on a film.
Yeah, because some photographers are still like they're like hugged together and gaze off to the
Yeah,
side.
and
sometimes
very
it
like
doesn't
hold
work.
it.
Yeah, and you're like, I
hold
can't
it.
film this.
There's
Yeah.
a photographer that work with occasionally, and they make brilliant work.
Yeah.
But they're very much like wide angle lens, like 35-24, and get right in the face.
Yeah.
Which means that I'm on an 85,
You're like fighting to
and
get
I'm
in.
like, can you just like,
Yeah.
and they're like right in there, and I'm like, can you just move? And I love working with them because they're a good laugh and their work's great. But it's
Yeah.
like, when we're
I
doing
think,
like portraits,
yeah,
I'm like,
it's
you're
awkward,
I'm
isn't
the
it?
worst person to do portraits with.
But
because
in those times,
I can't get a shot without you in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In those times, we would just be like, right, cool, like leave them to it, and
which
then
is what I do.
say 5 minutes.
Because I avoid speaking to anyone. I hate directing and doing the posing
But I think
that much.
this
That
is
I'm
a
just
great-
rather than saying,
yeah.
"Can you just move and let me get a shot?"
Yeah.
And then the couple are like looking to me and waiting for me to say,
Yeah.
and then like that would make me combust. So I
Yeah.
But you
just
just say,
go, oh, like, doesn't matter, forget it, and I'll
you
just
just
walk.
say, don't look at me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Camp it up as much as you want. It works.
It does work. I
Yeah.
found that.
It
yeah.
does.
Yeah.
If you just get people to look at each other and then just heckle them, like, done. That is couple portraits
Kiss
nailed. Like, mean it, do it better, done. Like,
Wait,
Yeah, because like we don't like the kissing shots. We like them laughing
laughter stuff,
about
yeah.
the awkwardness
Yeah.
of the kissing.
you have to keep it
But
weird.
it just looks like they're like, oh, we're so in love kind of laugh. And it's
Well,
like,
no,
but
I don't know if you remember the one we did last year at Exclude.
Yes.
And the
Yeah.
couple were like really weren't for doing all that cheesy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah, they-
loved dicking about.
Yeah,
But I
they
think-
were
It was
awesome.
so funny.
Yeah.
That's
I loved
fun.
them. Yeah, they
I
just
think-
took the mick out of each other. It
Yeah.
was brilliant.
yeah, that's what you want. Most of our clients
But then
are
it works
cheesy.
because you can get great photos out of that, and I
Yeah.
can get good video stuff.
Because you've got to go with them. It's like you start with what you know, but like you tweak it to like how they kind of like are reacting. And
Yeah.
if one
100%,
thing
yeah.
seems to be working and they're enjoying that,
Yeah.
you just do that. And like we have never been all about like the epic mountaintop, like kissing,
No,
shots.
I mean, if there's a mountain there, then sure.
We'll do it, but yeah.
I seem to recall seeing a mountain shot on your.
I was literally
profile.
Say it's not what we're all about, you know.
I do like a mountain. But no, I know what you mean.
We're not about that, but it's still going on the front of the website.
Hell yeah.
With digression, I was gonna touch on so the referral stuff and getting on with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know we said this before, we have our little friendly
Crew.
group
Mhm.
of and it's all videographers. And I spoke to a mentoring client the other week and I was like, who's in your area? Other videographers that you know that are in a similar sort of
Yeah.
style, budget, whatever region
Yeah.
that you can connect. And she's like, I don't know. And it's like, well, you find
I think
out.
this is
'cause
it.
I think there's some sort of perception of like,
Yeah.
I can't fraternise with other
Definitely.
videographers. They're
like,
the enemy.
as if you're all rivals.
I think like even more important than
But
the
how nice is it that
referrals-
we have our little referral group, but then we all get on anyway and just
Yeah.
go out on
I
the
think
piss
that's it. You
together
need
and
to
stuff.
know
I think
the
that's what I was
people
gonna say.
as
Like
well.
more important than referrals, it's
Yeah.
like having some like friends that you can like. But like you have like having some
Make
friends will be nice.
friends.
But like you have someone to like talk to if you're having a problem, and it's
Yeah.
like semi-private. You're not like just asking like hundreds of videographers. On
Yeah.
It's so
the big
nice
groups.
to be able to
That's true.
just vent all your banter
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
stresses
Yeah.
to someone that understands.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And like like worst case scenario, if you're ever like injured or ill or
Yeah,
something, you
people that can
need
help.
like people to help out with
Very
covering
good
stuff.
point, yeah.
You've got friends
Yeah.
who are happy to do it for you.
This is
Yeah.
it.
If they're free. Obviously, it's
I was
eternal
I was
worry.
kicked off in where were we? In Budapest. It was the Jeff Wood thing, wasn't it? In Hungary.
Yeah.
Where we all
yeah.
Is that when we
there's
first
like
met?
all pretty much met each other. There's us and Stefan
That
and James
sounds
Ray and
so-
No, I met
Roland
Stefan
and-
earlier than that.
Oh
Did
yeah,
you?
'cause do you remember he stole this food?
Yeah.
Did you come on at the Manchester markets where Roland ate my selection box?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? So I saw him.
even
I saw him
worse.
last weekend, and he gave me an Easter egg because he felt bad about it because I've been bringing it up
Still
ever
felt
since,
that- okay.
like for like the last 3 years.
Stefan's bought me loads of drinks as well to say sorry for the.
I think that's a really funny way to bond with someone, though.
It is, yeah.
You first meet them and they steal your food, and then you become mates later.
Yeah, and
It's a
I do
beautiful love
value
story.
all our friendships, but on a purely business front, because it's just an added bonus that we happen to get
Yeah.
referrals out of each
Yeah.
other. But like I got
Definitely.
one for the Aberdeenshire one that you put on a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm going to Deep Down Aberdeen
Yeah.
later this year.
Awesome.
Which
But this is it.
thank
You
for
can't
that.
do.
Yeah,
No
'Cause that
worries.
sounds like an awesome wedding.
Yeah.
But
You
you know,
can't
when
do
you
every
book,
wedding.
you can't-
and you
Yeah.
want to give it away, and why not give it away to someone that's your mate?
Yeah.
Who you know will do a good job.
Because
Yeah, I think people.
small referral networks as well, when you're just passing on
Yes.
like
That's
3
what works
names
with
or
ours
something.
because there's only a
Yes.
few of us.
Yeah.
You see these Facebook groups
Yeah.
and there's like 50 comments,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everyone from 5
Can you imagine sending
to
that
5
list?
grand.
Exactly.
I'm going to look at all of these.
Yeah.
Yeah,
whereas if you send
no
it
one's
to
doing
football-
that, surely.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm booked.
But, like, even then,
check
they're-
out these guys.
I know.
They're
like
probably
the
just
internet.
waiting for like one of their mates to pop up on this list, aren't they? And then they're just going to send them.
You don't
Yeah.
expect when you see all these and there's
Yeah, they're
50
not
people.
sending
You're
them
not
all.
expecting to get the gig when there's 50 other
No
people.
way.
No.
Yeah, so it's
but
much better
because
to keep it small.
Yeah.
I was going to say
And
something.
let no one.
And I do think as well, if you can say like, oh, sorry, we're not free, but my mate Adam is, here's his website. That's so much nicer than just like
Yeah,
a list of random people, isn't
Yeah.
it?
because then you know that it's going to someone that you actually.
Yeah.
Because like I saw Stuart a bit ago, and I got him a gig, and he was
Awesome.
when he saw me the next time I saw him,
Yeah.
thanks for getting us that gig, and
Yeah.
I was just really glad that it went to him.
Yeah.
And if I couldn't do it, I'm glad it went to someone that I
Exactly,
know
yeah, it's
that will
cool.
do a good job, and like it's good to give him work and all the rest of
Yes.
it,
Yeah.
rather than just being like, oh, Charlie, these guys, I've never met them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
So many videographers will be like, oh, I need to cultivate relationships with photographers because I'm going to get referrals out of them, but they won't think
Yeah.
about other videographers.
But I think you just
don't
like
know.
if you ever go to a wedding, by all means try and make friends with a photographer. But like as a photographer, when a videographer gets in touch with us before a wedding, I'm just like are they going to be weird? When they send you that email saying
Yeah.
like what they do and how they're not going to get
So
in your
many
way, you're
people
like
do that. You're like,
feel
oh,
like
no.
you're-
I've
Yeah,
never done
sometimes.
that to
All the
anyone.
time.
no,
Don't
but like if someone
bother.
says that, I feel like instantly like I feel like they are going to get in our way, and
So
they've
many-
just been told to do this. And
I'm
it's
just
like an
want to
old school
assure you
thing.
that I'm not
Yeah.
a knob.
Yeah,
And so many
Yeah.
people.
just don't be.
I don't know what it is like about this thing where like it's again like the photographer's leading the day, but as a photographer, so many videographers start the day coming over and like sort of bowing down, like, hi, don't worry, I'll stay out of your way, like let me know if I'm in the way at any point or whatever, which is like lovely, but you
But
don't
it's
need
not.
to do
It's
that.
just like we both doing like the same thing
Yeah.
for the couple.
Like, I don't
I'm
wanna
not
get in your
charge,
way.
Just
Yeah, and that's it. I'm not in charge thing, but I think a lot of people think the photographer is in charge. But like, I just think that's
I think you
don't need to.
I mean,
do
you
that.
always say. I always make a point of saying hello first thing, but it's just
Definitely
like,
say
hello.
How you doing?
I'm not saying like just like get
Oh,
your bag out.
I know, yeah.
Not
Yeah.
at all.
I'm just going.
Say
further
hi
point.
and be friendly, but you don't need to be like, "Am I all right here?"
Yeah.
You don't need to do that because like they can literally move.
And
on
if
their
you like that
feet.
all day, it might even just get annoying.
Yeah. You just don't need to. I just think it's a weird thing that a lot of videographers do.
I want to talk about the awards because what are you laughing at? Because
The way you said it.
I feel like he's gonna hit. Lean away.
basically the Lawsons have won the Wedding Industry Awards for the last 3 years, 4 years. Every year that they've been in it.
I just put 5 up there, like 10.
Calm
No.
down.
Each year beating me to the award. No. But the awards, because I won the newcomer that first time, how much of an impact that had on like bookings in the first couple of weeks afterwards, and just like it's carried through. Like it's on my website, award winning.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's just that momentum and like.
Have you found that the awards each year has been good for business?
I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, like
definitely not.
You won the
hurt,
national.
but
You won
no-
the national this time.
Yeah, which is awesome. But
So
like for
pleased.
us, makes us feel awesome, and
I
then you're
think-
walking around for a week like,
I think
I'm
that's
so
what it
awesome.
is.
Yes.
And then like you start editing and you're like,
But was there a difference between getting the because you've won the regional previously and
Is
that
it-
might have got you
Yeah,
X amount
I
of
don't
exposure, but then
I
with
think-
the national like
I
better.
think like
or-
we put the price up after the national, like after winning that, because we thought, well, that
that's
seems like
something you can
it's
do.
like
Yeah, yeah.
legitimacy, isn't it? And
Yeah.
we haven't booked any at the new price, but we've had like quite a lot of inquiries, but we've just like they've all been for this year.
It's
We
just
can't
that
take any.
that badge just says it's like a trust thing for the couple because it's like, well, they must be good because they've won that.
Well, when we entered it the first year, we thought there's no way in hell we're gonna win this. We just wanted the shortlisted badge.
Yeah, to put on the website.
Like if we get shortlisted, that that
Yeah, I
makes
was
us
the same.
seem good.
Yeah,
It's like,
just- I didn't even
like
know,
you've-
but
Just started.
you've
you
attained
wanna-
like a certain level of
I
quality.
got told
process.
go in it. If you get the shortlisted badge,
Yeah, it
then
looks
it
good.
looks good.
That's
Yeah.
all we
Do that. It's
wanted
worth
from
it.
that first year.
Yeah.
So then to like win the Northwest that year was
Yeah.
like, what? That's
So
crazy.
happy.
And then it lights
That
this
award,
fire, doesn't
Fully
it?
deserved though.
Really, that award made us like happier, I guess, than winning the national because it was just like so.
Because it was early on.
like out of the blue, like the most awesome thing you could
Amazing.
imagine.
It was
That is
literally
what it
like,
was for us.
what?
We're like,
It's like
are
we've
you
won an
kidding?
Oscar. Like, what is happening?
Yeah,
I've not heard the speech.
I know.
because I was just there on my own at Mitten Hall.
I remember.
Because
like,
we
I
weren't
know,
going to
like,
win. Like, I don't need to go. We're not going to win. And then
Yeah.
Pete's like, we just won. And I'm like, what are you saying? Like, I still can't even get over it now.
Yeah, but when you look, I mean, actually, the competition in the Northwest, especially compared to
Yeah.
other
The
The
regions,
Northwest is amazing.
I mean,
Insane.
not everyone
It
enters. We
is.
have to like
Yeah,
mention that.
It's not like I am the best in the Northwest of everyone.
Yeah.
because you're the best out of everyone that enters.
This is it. You
Yeah.
need to get a grip and not get too big a head about it.
But it is very cool.
It just
It's
feels
cool.
nice,
Yeah.
doesn't it? I think that's it. And this final like national thing, like that was like a big deal to us because we'd entered this for photos back in there. So we've won our region like twice for photos, twice for video, and never got that national one. It's always been like highly commended or whatever. You're like nearly there. So that to win that
done
finally
it.
was like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, because we got highly commended
can
the first
retire.
ever
Yeah.
year, like the national one for photography,
Yeah.
and like the highly commended like little thing was cool now. This little jewel thing.
Yeah.
It was a certificate.
It just feels.
Yeah, I got the certificate.
You know what I
ya?
mean?
This year,
You know
'cause
how it feels. It's like, oh.
There's
No,
highly
my-
commended. No, see, I loved, and I'm not just saying this. I loved getting the highly commended because I'd lost to you guys. So it was like to come
Aw.
second to Lawsons. I was well happy with that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I hope you don't mind, but I fully milked it. I was like, I've put it on my most highly commended videographer in the Northwest.
Yeah.
And I put a thing
You've
on
got to,
YouTube,
you've got to use
like,
it.
and like on social media, like, look, oh my god, I won at the
Yeah.
awards, and it's like technically I did win. I did win
You
at the
did,
awards. I didn't win the
exactly.
award, but I won at the awards.
Exactly.
Totally won.
And everyone's just like, oh my god, it's amazing, well done.
Yeah.
This is it.
And you've got to use
it's
it that
a
way.
massive accomplishment, and you have to use it.
But
Don't
it's,
you?
yeah, I know everyone's like, oh, you pay for it, and it's not, it doesn't mean anything.
I mean, it's
Or the-
still voted
there's
on by
plenty
like
of people
judges,
in the industry
wasn't
that are
it?
like,
I think, yeah.
all you've done is bought it.
I
But
think because the judges.
it's good for
that
business.
really
It's
annoyed
good for
me.
business, so it's an investment.
Yeah.
I didn't see anyone moaning about the videographer one, but lots of photographers were moaning about
Has
them
it
in
got you?
all kind of different regions, and you're
Yeah.
just like, they're like, oh, the same people win every year, and it's like, well,
'Cause they're good,
it's not the
though.
same person. Certainly not in the Northwest. It like seems to change every year.
That much,
but
yeah.
there are a few people in the Northwest that are really good.
Yeah.
And like, wouldn't it be like less legitimate if the people that you know are good don't win?
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, let someone else have a go.
Yeah, it
It's
always
not that kind
ends
of
up being the really good people that win
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
of course it's legit.
Yeah, but I think just because that awards is the one that always stood out to us that we wanted
it's
to enter
judged.
because it's
Yeah.
judged, and the judges, like, we massively respect the judges, and it's like, oh, they know what they're doing, like, so I respect their opinion.
Has it got your actual bookings though? Has it been?
I don't know.
Do you not?
I think
It's hard to know,
it's
isn't it?
massively helped.
Well, because I've had inquiries saying I saw you
No one
on
tells
the
us, I don't
awards
think.
thingy.
You know
Are
what?
you free?
We-
So then,
we've just got
Right.
that from like previous
I
clients.
was going to say,
who said
most people are like, oh my
congratulations.
god, well done. Like,
But then, like, it helps in like a subtle way because they,
Yeah.
we did their
And
wedding, they
they'll
like their
shout
film,
about you.
and they know that we won that.
Yeah.
So when if any friends are getting married,
Extra
they're
bonus.
like,
yeah.
go on about you a bit more.
And
maybe.
actually, I think it's made us more established in like the other professionals rather
Yeah.
than with new people. I think
which
it just
again,
Yeah.
more referrals and
Yeah.
stuff.
So thinking about
Just
it, we've
reminds
actually
people of
had
you.
quite like an influx of inquiries through planners.
yeah.
We've never
Puts
booked
you on
a
the
wedding.
radar of
Yeah,
other
I think
photographers,
that's
planners,
it.
venues.
Yeah, so I think it's definitely been good.
Yeah, because
But the biggest thing is just that feeling of like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
It's great.
I'm nailing today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can retire now that you've won the national.
This is
Exactly,
the question.
yeah.
People are like, are you going to enter again? And it's like,
the only way is down.
Retire, please. I need you to retire.
Oh.
We'll move on because the other thing that I wanted to touch on lastly is I spoke to James Jebson on the last one of these a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We've seen half of that. I managed to make it all the way
Did
through
you?
yet. Yeah.
Did you actually watch a bit?
Yeah.
I did. Oh, thanks. And he was talking about how he thinks that the photo video world
Yeah.
is like merging, and everyone going forward is going to have to
Yeah.
be multi-skilled, because there has been a lot of murmurs of like I'm losing out bookings because the photographer's offering a little video, and
But this must be true. This must be true. The
Yeah.
photographers are
I
saying,
don't know if
"Do you
it's
want this
affected you,
highlight
or
add-on?"
if you've noticed any hit in the market, but like when
No.
photographers are offering video.
I mean, we have
Yeah.
got a few people who've booked our photography and video package. So
Oh,
I guess
so
you're one of those.
So you're one of those people. I mean, I don't necessarily think it's going to happen.
I
but
don't either,
I don't
even though
either.
we are one of those
It
people.
would
I
be
don't
interesting
either.
to see if going forward it's just going to be a lot more merged companies that offer both, and whether that's going to, if you just do video or you just do photo,
Yeah.
are you going
I
to get
think
left behind?
there's always a market for that. But
Well,
I think,
I'm not doing-
once
I
people
refuse to do
are
photos,
spending like
so-
a certain amount, like I think they want to feel like someone is like an expert in that
Yeah.
field.
Yeah.
So like maybe once you're spending over like £1,200 on a photographer, you're gonna want to think
Yeah.
like I just want them to do that they're good at.
That's
Yeah.
the opinion I've taken. Is if you're charging
Definitely.
X amount,
Yeah.
then because even if they go with one company, they're going to be, if they're paying for quality, they're going to be paying
Yeah.
the same anyway. They might as well just source two different.
Exactly.
I think as always, if you like aiming for like, they want like something that is good quality, like not like the best, but like a lot of people want to spend over a certain amount, so they feel like they have some guarantee that it's good.
Yeah.
And I think below that
you want-
you get people who are very very like price conscious, and it's pretty much they just want pictures. They don't
kind
really
of 12
care.
to £1,500
Yeah.
market. It's so
Yeah.
hard to get out of. And I think
But that's
everyone
probably
that's
a
sat in there
great
is struggling.
market to
Yeah.
do both for, and just be like, we're a one-stop shop.
But I think
We do
it's
everything,
just
but
'cause people
if you
are-
wanna
are
do that, that's
nervous
fine.
to get out of the market though, because I think
Yeah.
you can make a
You
like,
get
really good
trapped.
living in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But you have to do a lot of weddings,
Yeah.
which is just a different kind of life to
Yeah.
the one I aspire to.
which is no
Which is to do
weddings,
one
and they just
wedding
pay
a
you
year.
like on retainer.
Yeah.
one wedding a year.
No, I would love to do like 15 or 20 weddings a year, but spend like months like editing them and like really like have time and the mental energy to like put into it.
Yeah.
I suppose
I think
that's
that would
got
be
for a lot
cool.
of people, and I suppose everyone just like, well, just keep putting your prices up and keep doing less.
Yeah, but I think that's the
And
general.
that's the way to get there, I guess.
Yeah,
but,
that's what everyone says to do, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Just
then
keep
it's
putting
like,
your price up.
well,
Keep putting your
how do
price up.
Yeah.
it's
Like,
easy to say that, isn't
Yeah.
it? But
Terrifying.
But
Like,
you don't
we found
have
it
to.
scary
everyone's
every time.
everyone's situation's different as well.
absolutely, it depends what kind of life you want.
We were
And-
saying this before, like it probably changed when I've got kids, and we're talking about Tom and
Yeah.
other like videographers that will just want to spend time with the kids and do
Yeah.
less weddings and
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
Like back in the day,
I'm more
it's
than
just-
happy to do
yeah,
stupid amounts.
we were in the same position, so we did like 50 weddings a year for like 11 years, like, and that was our life, just like, you know, and just hanging out, driving around the country, like whatever, like, yeah, we'll do
Because
another
we had
wedding.
nothing else on.
Yeah, we got
and, like,
nothing
why
else to
not?
do,
Why
like-
would we take
It's
it
cool.
away?
The travel side's cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So you know that made
and we got
sense.
to lie in, like, whenever we wanted. You know, you
Oh,
sleep until 10,
you are
11.
living
like,
the dream.
So
You
we
can
never
sit
felt
in your
like
pajamas
exhausted.
all day, even
Yeah.
when you're skyping people.
Yeah.
Whereas as soon as you have a kid, or at
In your
least
dark
like
dungeon.
when your kid gets a bit older, like now Albert's at school.
We
so
don't have a
he-
dungeon.
I want to
say that.
I want to share this. This is a really good tip. If anyone is still watching at this point, 50 minutes in, Pete lights the. You light yourselves when you're skyping people.
Yeah.
When they have a
We
Skype
do, but
conversation with couple, they set up
because
lighting.
the light in our front room where we do Skypes is so
That's
awful.
amazing. It's amazing.
like you can't make us out. It's just like a sea
See,
of like muddy
I
grey.
just get my phone and do it like whilst I'm sat in the toilet,
Sometimes I put a backlight in as well.
just to give you that halo effect.
Yeah, a little halo. So like on the top of a bookshelf, I've just got another light angled down.
Yeah.
Like one in front, one
You
behind.
should have a spotlight on your award in the
It's
corner.
too funny.
Where the look how good at videography we are. We look angelic on camera.
I've thought about getting those, you know, the fancier,
Rain it in.
you know,
Rain
the
it in.
aperture, whatever they are, that you can attach like soft boxes to and things like that. I've thought about that just for Skype.
I feel like, how much would you charge to follow me
For a
around?
Skype.
No. I just want you to follow me around in my life, just lighting me so that wherever I
I've
go,
not done a terribly good job. with
wherever
this.
I go, I look amazing.
Yeah.
Because I've got Pete
You've
setting me
always
up
got
with
to be
lights.
in the good light. You've always got to be in the good light.
Stay out of the sun.
What an excellent point to end on. It's all about the light. I think we can end there.
Cool.
I'm happy to.
Yeah.
Unless you
Awesome.
want to- thank
No
you.
no one's watching now. We can talk about anything.
Literally.
Discuss the sex dungeon now if you want.
Just gonna eat a cookie.
That's going to interrupt my audio.
It's ruined.
Just rustling crumbs and stuff. Thanks, guys.
Stop
Appreciate
filming.
it.
I'm
Is it
actually-
still, oh no, it's still filming.
They're still
I'm
going.
actually chewing.
Oh, don't forget to subscribe and like and leave comments.
Do you want to do that while I'm like this? Like, don't forget to subscribe.
Please leave comments and questions, and I'll answer them and maybe pass them on to you guys if there's
Awesome.
anyone that wants a direct question, if that's all right.
Of course.
And
I mean, I'm shaking my head, but sure.
yeah.